Okay, is anybody there? Are my friends Rebecca and Lisa still there? I had to shut everything completely down on YouTube and then bump it up again. Let's see here. If you guys could tell me if the sound and the picture and everything looks good. Let's see here. It says we have some people in there. Oh, Lisa. Perfect. Looks good. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to be doing all the things today. I'm going to be die cutting and stamping and ink blending and heat embossing and playing with all kinds of Honeybee Stamps products. So some like these fairly new hexagon or hexy slimline cover plate dies. They were released in the fall, and then some older products. So I'm going to do a winter card today. So let me clean off my little area here. And I'm going to start out by doing some ink blending. Let's see here. Hello, Rita. Hello, Heather. Hello, Vicki. Hello, everyone. So I'm going to start out by doing some ink blending. I am using the colors Tumbled Glass and then the new green Rustic Wilderness, and then getting a little crazy with some black soot. So it's going to look super cool. Then we're going to do a little bit of die cutting, stamping, all the fun things. So I am going to generously start out with this tumbled glass, and I'm going to cut not the top layer of my hexy cover plate dies, but what would be the base layer. So my color blend is going to kind of pop through that layered design. Let's see here. What's everybody up to? Penny is in Minnesota. Oh, and the Virgin Islands. Okay, so that's not fair, Penny. You're from Minnesota and the Virgin Islands. Okay, so where are you now? Are you in the warm of the islands, or are you in the cold of Minnesota? You may be a snowbird, which would be totally awesome. Let's see here. So I've got that guy. And now I'm going to take this beautiful green of the Rustic Wilderness. Oh, she's in the Virgin Islands. Okay, so which island? I love the Virgin Islands. Which island are you on right now? Let's see. We've got Vicki in Las Vegas. Super cool. My daughter is a Vegas baby. She was born in Las Vegas. Rita is in Virginia. Oh, Rita's making Christmas cards. I love it. Oh, St. Thomas. You know, Lisa, who is in the house over there in the chat, I think Lisa loves St. Thomas. I believe that's one of her favorite places ever. And I love St. Thomas. I've visited there several times as well. And actually, my cousin she's a chef. This is like too much information. I know y'all don't really need to know this, but she's a chef she lives on St. Thomas. She's a chef at one of the resorts. And I know there for a long time, she came home back here to the States because of you guys getting hit by the storm. So she came home for a long time while her resort was kind of rebuilding and doing all that stuff. But now she's back. She's back down there. Let's see here. Lisa, yes. Lisa is saying yes, she loves St. Thomas. St. Thomas and St. John, I agree. Teresa's been to St. Thomas. Yes. Everybody loves the Virgin Islands. Yes, paradise for sure. Okay, so I've got my blue. I've got my green. Now I'm going to go in with the crazy black soot and make a mess here on this end. So you are enjoying the warm there. That's awesome. It's pretty nice here in my neck of the woods today. My kiddos are actually at the park playing so I could get some peace and quiet in here. Okay, now this looks like a hot mess. So as you all know, when you ink blend, it's going to look like a hot mess before it gets better. Let's see here. We have Sandy, who is in Aztec, New Mexico. Now, Sandy, where is Aztec from Albuquerque? Because as I mentioned, I have a Las Vegas, Nevada baby, and I also have an Albuquerque baby. So they're both Air Force brats. Then go back in, smooth it around, buff out my fingerprints, like so. Okay, now put the lids on. Let's see here. Penny says, but I don't have any crafting products with me. So sad, thank goodness. Oh man, yeah, that would be hard if you, especially since you have to fly and go back and forth. That would be tough to ship and do things and carry things back and forth. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what is considered the base plate. So it has these thicker areas here that are going to cut. And I'm going to cut my mess. Let me pick up my brushes. My mess of ink blending with the base plate. So I would set it up just like so. Get that blue to green over into that charcoal gray colored black soot. And then go from there. I have cut the top layer out of just white. And so this is what that finer area looks like in just white. Now, just for the sake of time, I did the same ink blend, which looks like a mess, and I have already cut it with that base plate. And let me show you what it looks like when it's cut. Totally changes the look of it. Okay, so this is what those color blends and what that look like when it is all cut out. So you can see I have my tumbled glass to my rustic wilderness, all the way down into that charcoal-y color of the black soot. Let's see here. Your focus is funny. Okay, funky. Let's see here, Miss Carol, if I can get it to focus a little better. Okay, how is that looking, you guys? Okay, here, Penny, Lisa's gonna trade places. There you go. And then Lisa can get sand in between her toes. There you go. Okay. I hope that this is better. Okay, it's all good, is what everybody's saying. Perfect. Okay, so you can see my ink blend, but then when I tone it down by adding that top layer over, now you're still going to be able to see that pretty ink blend all the way across. It's just a very subtle change in those colors all the way across. And I'm going to adhere these onto charcoal gray cardstock. So that black soot, do you see here where it fades and all the way, it like matches that cardstock perfectly. Let me kind of hold it still, and you can see that blue all the way down to that charcoal. Let's see here. It is blurry here. I'm sorry, Miss Carol. It may be on your end. Okay. So I am going to adhere my hexy slimline pieces. And I'm going to do that with some of our fabulous precision tip glue here. Let me get my glue started. And I'm going to be very gentle here. I usually make a huge mess with my adhesive. I'm a messy crafter. Let's see here, like so. And then I'm just going to go kind of randomly and drop to where that is going to adhere to some of these little cross points. Let's see here. So while I'm doing this, on the blog, I believe, Lisa can tell me for sure, believe we're still having the 12 days of Christmas. I think we have a few days of that left, but it's a different designer every day. Some are design team members, some are just friends of Honeybee Stamps, and some are design team alumni. So that's been really fun to see what everybody does with all those fun Christmas holiday cheer products. Let's see here. I'm messy too, and try not to be. I know. Let's see. If you look at the pattern on the mat, it's not blurry. Okay, maybe it's like this is being like psychedelic. Is it the design maybe? The hexagon? It may be this. It may be the pattern and that slight variation in color underneath. That would be strange, wouldn't it? Maybe the camera is having trouble deciphering the hexagon pattern. I don't know if I've ever had that happen before. But you know what? Miss Carol, you're always in on our Instagram and Facebook too. And you know me and technology. So there's no telling. Okay, I'm going to back it with this really cool matching charcoal cardstock that's going to go and fade right into that black soot. Get everything pressed down just like so. Let's see here. No, even your hands and arms are blurred. Huh. Let's see. Teresa has the pine cones and the tree builder and the globe and other stamps. Oh, yeah, you'll have to check out the blog for sure. Thank you. Left and returned, and the focus is just fine. It was me. Okay, Carol. Cool. Okay, so Miss Diane, Carol was having issues with the blur as well, and she just logged out and then logged back in, and it ended up being fine. So maybe that'll help you. Okay, so I've got all my layers put together there, and now you can see that really cool blend of color back behind. I'm going to go ahead and just go while I've got everything going with my adhesive and go ahead and put it on just a white slimline card base. Let's see here. Try going out and coming back. It's working for, okay, it's working for Lisa. Okay, just gonna make sure everything is lined up here and then give it another press. And then while all this is kind of setting up here, now I'm going to do some stamping and some heat embossing. So what I'm going to do, this is more of a winter card instead of Christmas or anything like that. A lot of people like to send just winter and snowflakes, and maybe, you know, your family does not celebrate Christmas or whatever. So this is a really fun one. So you have sending winter hugs, warm winter wishes. And so today I have cut out of our buzzword coordinating dies. So I'm going to use that big shadow piece that has the pierced edge. This is the one that I personally love to stamp on top of and heat emboss. So I've got a couple of these cut out just in case I mess up. And I tested out some embossing powders today to figure out. So this was my start. This is platinum, but as you can see here, it was going to be too warm of a metallic. It looks really yellow in person. Normally, I love my platinum embossing powder because it's not really gold and it's not really silver. It turned really warm on these colors. So I'm not going to use my platinum. But I found this little guy who is a wow. This is metallic silver sparkle embossing glitter. So we're going to stamp that one. So I'm going to use my Misty. And I have a Cricut or whatever brand. This is just the cheapo Hobby Lobby kind. I have a mat in here and it's getting to where it's almost not sticky anymore. It's time to change it out. So I'm just going to add just a little dot of my tape runner right there and then set up my big old winter stamp right there on top of that big shadow die cut. And you could, of course, stamp and do all this first and then cut it out. I kind of like doing it this way for some reason. I don't know. It's just my process. So I'm going to use my anti-static powder, give it a little rub down, and then I'm going to take my old and dirty Versamark ink pad. This is just that good old sticky ink for our heat embossing. And then I'm going to give this a good rub down there. Okay, and while I've got it in there, I might as well hit it one more time. Let's see here. What are you guys chatting about? Try going out. Okay, love that font. Everybody, Carol, lots of people love our buzzwords, and I love them. It's the perfect way to add a nice sentiment or die cuts or whatever to your projects. Not just your cards, but Christmas ornaments. I use them for all the things. Okay, now I'm going to get in the way for just a second. I got to find a coffee filter. Oh, here they are. I knew I had them out. Okay, so I'm going to take this little guy, put him in here, and then I'm going to use that Wow Silver Sparkle. Let's see here. Give it a good covering here. Do a little tappy tap. There we go. Push this out of the way. And then I'm going to see if I can't find my handy dandy tweezers so I don't burn my fingers. Okay, so the easiest thing I've found when I use glitter embossing powder is to heat it from the underside, because if you heat it from the top, all your glitter and stuff blow away, all your sparkle. So I'm going to heat it back here first and get it good and sticky, and then I'll heat it again from this side. There we go. All right, let me do a little pour because I will totally spill this. Messy Crafter right here. Okay, let's put the lid on so I don't spill that in there so I don't lose it. Okay, now I have my pretty and silver die cut. And you can see that glitter stayed in the embossing powder. I've always had trouble with glitter embossing powders. Okay, now we can have fun with our winter ink blended card. Now I'm thinking that I want to put this down in this area, and then I have cut, here's my sending. This is that, what was the green again? That Rustic Wilderness. I swiped it on just some white cardstock. I swiped the whole ink pad across it, and then I dried it really well. And then I stamped the sending in the Versamark sticky ink and then heat embossed it in white. So that's going to coordinate perfectly with the green. And then so I have sending and then winter and then hugs. And then I also have some really, it's glittery paper white. Let me get that to focus, maybe. But it has a little bit of shimmer to it. It's not super iridescent to where it's going to turn really pink and really blue. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to kind of sprinkle these around. And these are from our Layering Snowflakes. So this is this die set. I just ran it, the whole thing through with that glittery paper. Let's see here. Great idea adding the matte to the Misty. Yes, Miss Nancy. It helps with lots of things. It makes everything. Wash your Cricut pad with Dawn or Awesome Cleaner from the Dollar Tree. Let it air. Oh, very cool. Yes, I use mine so much for live streams, but also we are getting ready. So this is a little tidbit for you guys. We're getting ready for our Valentine's Day release. And so I have been playing with and preparing and doing lots of fun things with all of our new Valentine's Day stuff. And so all my supplies and my desk are super dirty. But it's fun because it's kind of fun to see the seasons change and things with the product that we're playing with. So it's kind of fun. Moving from Christmas into Valentine's Day. Okay, so I've got my die cut. Let's see here. Inking on the white for a sentiment is a wonderful technique. Yes. I forget that too, Miss Carol, because I tend to want to go search for a coordinating cardstock that's the same color. And sometimes I remember, well, I've already used the ink there and it's going to match perfectly. So I did that, and I even ran these. You can see I did the sides. Maybe kind of hard to see, Miss Carol, but I did the sides and ran them because it was white paper. I just ran it like this along the sides of my ink pad, and then that dyes the sides. So everything, looks nice and coordinates, and you're not going to be able to see those white edges back there. I think I'm going to add these right here on that winter die cut, and then I'm going to tuck my pretty little snowflakes. Let's see here. I may have to move this down just a little bit. I'm going to tuck my little snowflakes around. Hold that just for a second. Sending, winter, and then my hugs. I'm going to put down here by the R. Like so. Now I can have fun tucking in all my pretty little snowflakes. And I may want a few, and I may want a lot. Let's see here how they look. Let's see here. Miss Carol, I use part of the mat and my stamp positioner to hold part of the die cut. Yes, absolutely. That's what I love to do too. Even when I ink blend or use, I've seen people use them with stencils because it holds the paper and the stencil and everything down. Brilliant idea. I don't know who came up with that originally, but they're genius. Okay, so I'm going to glue that right there. I'm going to kind of let my snowflakes kind of curl up just a little bit. Let's take a little one and go right back here. Let's see here. I don't want the Misty. Oh, Miss Vicky. Oh, it's just a cheap Cricut or what are those other machines? Die cutting machine mat that I put in my Misty. I'll show you. So you can see where it's cut and just stuck down in there. And then the sticky from this will hold all your die cuts and your paper in place while you stamp. So just another little trick. Especially easy if you're doing a lot of mass producing. Let's get this guy right down here. I'm liking the way it's looking. Let's see, do I need any bigger ones? I can probably give him a haircut. Let's see here. Now I'm singing Let It Snow. Yes, Miss Carol, absolutely. I wish my kids really miss the snow. We moved here to Georgia from Spokane, Washington, where we always had a white Christmas, sometimes a white Halloween and a white Thanksgiving. But my kids are really, really missing the snow. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of liking it. Okay, 4. Do I need one more to make my numbers odd? What do you guys think? Do I need one more little guy? Maybe right over here in this area. If I could even put it on top just like that. That's kind of cute. And then I'll have my odds. So it's visually appealing there. Kind of let that hang out right there on top of that die cut. Ooh, I'm kind of liking it. I think I'll stop. Okay, let me get it to focus. This guy, he needs to, I may have to zhuzh him around just a little bit. He looks a little bit crooked. Okay, so not very traditional winter colors, but I think it turned out pretty cool. What do you guys think? And it's not Christmassy. We're almost done. Everybody's probably pretty much done with their Christmas gift cards and Christmas card sending and things like that. Okay, let's see here. Yes, one more. Miss Teresa said, Carol sent me hearts. Thank you so much. Let's see here. I'm going to have to try the Cricut trick. Let's see here. All right. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Cool colors. It works. It does work for winter. I'm currently working on my cards, Miss Vicky. That's awesome. I've actually sent out more Christmas cards this year. Well, I lie. I didn't actually send them in the mail. I gifted more Christmas cards this year than I have in a really long time. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic and everybody is just home and crafting and it's kind of fun to, sit and make cards and send them out. I don't know if that's the reason, but to all of my husband's office work friends, I sent Christmas cards or sent him with Christmas cards. And so, yeah, I'm kind of proud of myself. Normally, I make all these really cool cards and they don't get sent. Miss Connie has Christmas tags. I love making Christmas tags as well, Miss Connie. Let's see. Please, I have made one card so far, but I have more. Let's see, made in my mind. There you go. Hello, thank you, Miss Carol. Okay, so let's go through all of our Honeybee Stamp Pretties one more time. And so our stacking or layering snowflakes. Let's see here what else we played with. We played with our winter dies and the winter stamp set. I used this little fun stamp set for my sentiment. And then, of course, last but not least, the Hexie cover plate dies in Slimline. So fun. Layer together. And even this is obviously, those hexagons are not Christmassy or not winter, but I think the geometric look it's kind of a good base for anything. Okay, let's see, Teresa. Miss Teresa said something funny. Let's see. Christmas tags, very, very pretty. Love the colors. Okay, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a quick giveaway. And then you guys are hearing it here first. Next week, next Tuesday night, on Instagram and Facebook, we're going to start doing sneak peeks of our Valentine's release. So it's super fun. It's called Love Letters. And so you're not going to want to miss that. It'll be our very first sneak peek. And let's see here. Lisa, are you still here, Lisa? Can you help me out and call a friend for a winner today? I'm going to get me a little drink. Let's see here. Lisa's going to help. Oh, here she comes. All right, drum roll. Let's see here. She must be picking somebody really good. She's scrolling and scrolling. Whoop, whoop, Vicky. All right, Teresa Ross, you're the winner. So Miss Teresa, congratulations. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Miss Teresa, if you'll just make sure that you have an account set up at Honeybee Stamps, that is our store website. And then email my friend Lisa, the pretty lady there over in the chat. If you'll email her at lisa@honeybeestamps.com, she's going to drop a gift card for you right into your Honeybee Stamps account. So yay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, don't forget, you guys, to check out the 12 designers or 12 days of Christmas over on the blog, and check out the beautiful photos on our Instagram and Facebook page. And then, of course, we're going to start our Love Letters sneak peeks next week. So that's going to be fun. Come hang out and chat with me, and we're going to talk about all things love and Valentine's Day and some really super cute and fun new products from Honeybee Stamps. So I will see you next Tuesday. Have a great, great weekend and happy crafting. Have fun working on and finishing those Christmas cards. And I'll see you next week, guys. Bye and thank you.